Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to the Thai Expat Daily Show. I'm your host, Kieran Mack, and I am delighted you've been able to tune in with us yet again for another show. Now, before we do get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when the next podcast or live stream is available on the platform. Finally, if you like listening to us podcast players, there's a link down below in the description where it'll take you to a website where a vast array of those podcast players can be found. So now that's all done and dusted, let's jump into the top trending stories coming out of Thailand today. Thailand's minimum wage debate is heating up, and it's become quite a roller coaster ride. The Labour Minister Piyapat Ratchapakaran remains optimistic about the implementation of the 400 baht minimum wage hike on January 1st, provided the Wage Committee can finalise the details. However, there is a significant catch. They still need one last cabinet member to approve the finalisation. This has led to a series of missed meetings, which was promised back in October but has yet to materialise. As the government stalls, small businesses are expressing concerns. They fear that a flat rate could strain their budgets, and some propose implementing a skill-based pay scale instead. So honestly, guys, this delay feels like another case of promises made but not kept, which is tough for those depending on a raise. Sure, businesses have the point about the cost, but at the end of the day, these are people trying to make a living. It'll be interesting to see if the government actually pulls this off by January, or if this is just another promise left on the shelf. So what are your thoughts on this? A flat increase or a skill-based pay scale? I'd love to know what you think about this in the comment section. Now, here's a story that highlights the dark side of international crime, cyber scams, and the unsettling connection they often have to local officials. A Chinese national named Mr. Jiang, 33 years of age, was arrested in Nakhon Si Thammarat province on November 10th, accused of heading a massive scam operation that preyed on victims from Thailand, China, Russia, and Japan. And the twist? Well, he was allegedly running the operation from properties tied to Miss Rawadi, also known as Jay Lek, the deputy mayor of Chandi municipality. Now, police uncovered this entire operation through an extensive investigation, finally culminating in Mr. Jiang's arrest on charges that include public fraud by impersonation, joint fraud, and transnational organized crime. Jiang, they say, isn't just a player. He's the mastermind behind a call center scam gang that use fake SIM cards, computers, and money mule accounts to siphon funds from unsuspecting people across multiple countries. And the scale of this is shocking. In March, cyber police and DSI officers conducted a massive raid involving over 100 personnel to hit 4 locations in the province, where they seized nearly 200 computers, 854 mobile phones, and over 300 bank accounts linked to the scheme. They arrested 90 people tied to the operation, a mix of Chinese, Thai, and other foreign accomplices. But here's where it gets even murkier. The deputy mayor, Miss Rawadi, not only owned the properties where the criminal operation took place, but reportedly benefited from the rental payments. Jiang himself is said to have coordinated everything, shuttling people back and forth in an orange Ford with Bangkok plates. Now, this really makes you wonder, how is it that high-profile officials always seem to be accidentally involved in these schemes? Are we supposed to believe it's just a coincidence that a scam of this size happens to be run from the properties of a deputy mayor? Makes you think there's more to this story here? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. A story that feels straight out of a crime thriller, but with real-world stakes. Phuket Tourist Police, along with Kamala Police, have arrested 4 young foreign suspects for allegedly luring a Ukrainian tourist, Mr. Libov, and robbing him of a massive $250,000 or 8.56 million baht in cryptocurrency. The gang, consisting of Arman, 21 from Armenia, Alfred, 18 from Ukraine, Rushan, 22 from Ukraine, and Maraz, 21 from Russia, were picked up at a hotel in Panya province and taken into custody in Phuket on November 11th, following a warrant from the Phuket Provincial Court. Now, here's how it allegedly went down. Mr. Libov was invited by his friend Alfred to a late-night meeting on November 8th. He was escorted into the room by Arman, but things took a dark turn when he entered the bathroom. 2 masked men were waiting, decked out in black, and wasted no time attacking him, tying him up with ropes and cable ties. Arman then upped the ante. holding a hammer and threatening to break Mr. Libos' fingers unless he transferred 500,000 US dollars in cryptocurrency. Now, after some tense negotiation, they lowered it to $250,000. Now, once the transfer went through, the gang tied him to the bed and warned him not to report them and left. But Mr. Leibov wasn't letting it go. He freed himself, managed to photograph their passports of both Arman and Alfred from the hotel reception, and made sure to advise staff not to clean the room to preserve the evidence. He then rushed to Phuket airport hoping to catch the suspects, but came up empty. Considering the risks, he returned home and eventually reported everything to the Kamala police. Now, this case raises the question, with the rise of digital assets, are tourists and travellers more vulnerable now to organised crime, or is it just simply another form of opportunistic crime on a new frontier? I'd love to know your thoughts down below in that comment section. And finally, Thailand just snagged a huge title, being named 2025 Destination of the Year by Travel Plus Leisure, and let's talk about why this is such a big deal. So the US travel magazine Travel Plus Leisure just declared Thailand as the best place to be in 2025, calling out its rich culture, stunning landscape and killer food. And yes, Thai food lovers, this includes the spicy, the savory and the sweet. Now, the director of the Tourism Authority of Thailand's New York office is thrilled about the recognition, saying it highlights Thailand's timeless charm and world-renowned hospitality. In other words, Thailand has something special that keeps travelers coming back, and this award just reinforces that vibe. Now, Travel Plus Leisure didn't pick Thailand just for its good looks either. The choice reflects a focus on cultural authenticity, food diversity, and sustainable tourism that protects both nature, beauty and cultural heritage. This annual Destination of the Year award has been running for 10 years now, spotlighting countries that have gone above and beyond in cultural experiences, tourism innovation and sustainability. Past winners include heavy hitters like Costa Rica, Italy and Japan. So what do you think? Does Thailand deserve the hype, or is there another country you think should have taken the top spot for 2025?